Hey everybody, it is Friday at 1:30 in the afternoon and just wanted to record another video to talk with you all a little bit more about your graphs or graphs with descriptions exercise that is due on Tuesday. So this is the fourth part of your health report, and I received one email from one of you, and so I thought if one person has questions, maybe all of you do, so I thought I would give you all a little bit more clarity about what I want. So let's talk about the goal of this assignment. I really want us to practice including visuals as a way to represent data and tell a story and share data in our reports. So, as you guys move forward with your careers, if you go on to publish papers or work for nonprofits or, whatever you end up doing, it's important that we also know how to use graphs and tables and charts in addition to just writing about our findings and writing about data that's out there. So that's sort of in a nutshell why I'm assigning this part 4. So if you go to, and I apologize if this is a little confusing, but on the left-hand side of D2L, you'll see the health report assignment pieces. And if you go all the way down to graphs and description, you'll see the assignment description there, the requirements. And so I'm just going to pull that up and go over that with you guys. So for the assignment, I want you to find 2 graphs, figures, or tables. So they can be any combination of those. And you can find these from anywhere. So I want you to include 2 of these in your final report. And so you're going to be doing this for Tuesday. You have 2 options. You can find a graph, table, or figure on a website like the CDC or the World Health Organization or Healthy People 2020. You can do any of that. Or you can create your own graph. And I would recommend using Excel to create your own graph to show data that you want to depict in your report. So that's the first part of the assignment, to find these graphs, figures, or tables, and you just need 2. And in the email question I got, one of the questions was, what part of our report does this need to go in? That doesn't matter. I would say the easiest place to use one of these visuals might be in your data section. If you want to present some data, you might want to present, let's say, women versus men on a certain health outcome, or you might want to present rural versus urban. You could also put a table in about, different ways to classify rural. It really is up to you. So again, you have a lot of creative freedom on this assignment. So first step, finding, you might first want to look at your outline and say, okay, where would a good graph or a figure or a table help me portray some of this information? All right, so once you have your 2, and if you've created your own, that's wonderful. So once you have your 2, be sure to include a citation for the one that you did not create if you are using it from another source. So I want you to have the citation underneath the actual graph, and I want you all to also get in the habit of titling your graphs and tables. So come up with a explanatory title, not just graph 1, but you could say gender differences in type 1 diabetes amongst those who have an ACE score over 5, or whatever your title is. Make sure it's descriptive. So title, then the figure, then the citation, and then I want you to provide a 50 to 100 word description for each graph or table or figure. So you'll have 2 of those. And there, pretend, well, I haven't seen them before, so just explain to me what I'm looking at. You can say this graph illustrates that X, Y, and Z. So hopefully that makes sense. And again, this will be great come time to turn in your final health report because you'll already have this done and you can just insert these graphs with their descriptions right into the body of your paper. All right, so that's it. I also wanted to just quickly mention, for those of you still watching, I know sometimes these videos can be a bit long, but I have decided to reopen the extra credit opportunity from earlier in the semester called In Sickness and in Wealth. It was a PBS documentary that was actually a homework assignment, and then a lot of you couldn't take out the film. And now the film's available online, so I have linked if you go to, here, let me help you find it. So if you go to content and on D2L, and if you go to knowledge packets, income inequality and health, you'll see the link to the film Unnatural Causes in Sickness and in Wealth. So for those of you that are still trying to really work hard to get your grade up, you also have that opportunity, and you'll actually, it's quite a boost in your grade. So please take advantage of that. You have to watch the film, and then if you scroll down on that same D2L section, you'll see there. So write 1-page single space essay on the film, and I have a question for you there. And just submit it in that assignment portal. It's back up, and the deadline has been extended, so you can work on that throughout the remainder of the semester. And the other extra credit option that I have for you all is to go to the Writing Center, or not physically, but email them a draft of your health report and, ask them some questions, have a virtual meeting with one of the Writing Center staff, and improve on your writing. So if you do that, they will give you, it's normally an email or a sheet of paper that says you did attend one of those sessions, and just upload that to the Writing Center extra credit assignment, and you'll get that extra credit as well. All right, so good luck with the graphs and descriptions. I almost completely forgot to mention the peer review component of this. So if you go to D2L to next week, and so applying the concepts and graphs with descriptions do peer review, you'll notice that instead of filling out a peer review grading sheet, if you will, like we've been doing for the whole semester, I have broken you all up into discussion groups like we had for jail care. And there, I just want you to use that as a forum to help each other with this graphs and description assignment. So right here under the March 31st graphs page, you'll see graphs with descriptions, peer review group, list and discussion forum. So click on that, you'll see your group members, and you could take a snapshot of your graphs and ask a question to your group. You could upload your whole assignment and get feedback from them. So if you participate in that peer review forum, and again, the idea there is that you feel like you have some support from your peers throughout this assignment, then you'll be able to get full credit on that Part 4 assignment. If you fail to do that, I will take off 2 points on your assignment. So make sure you pop in there and are communicating with your group. If you click on that and you don't see anything yet, it means you're the first person to respond or post anything. So click on that and, just get the group going. You could even just say sort of in words what you're thinking about doing. Can help each other find graphs. You can help each other create graphs. So have at it. I'm excited to read those and see your assignments when they come in on Tuesday. All right, take care and have a nice weekend, everybody.